Nobody tell me, la la la. Yes. I'm going to tell all the men out there a secret. So today I don't want to be a grown-up anymore. And I don't want to be a girl anymore. And I don't want to be a woman at all. I want to stay a small boy, not literally. I'm going to have a whinge. I'm going to have a whinge. I'm going to have a whinge. Every time I come to America, on the first or second day, I get my lady's curse. My lady's curse. And if you don't know what that is, you need to ask your mum. And maybe you shouldn't be watching this video because it's for grown-ups who don't want to be grown-ups anymore. It's not fair. And I know that statistically, it is very likely if I go for a week somewhere, I am bound to get it. Actually, no. There's like a 1 in 4 chance that I'll get it. And yet every single trip I go on, I get it. And let me tell you something. Women be walking around functioning, but sometimes we should just lie in bed. I just want to lie in bed and someone feed me grapes. Not grapes, chocolate. I don't like grapes. Anyway, I just want to eat Panera Bread and sit on bed today. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to get my act together and answer my accountant's email where she's looking for paperwork. We all have to do paperwork. Nobody tells you that when you're a child. I got my dream job and here I am still having to do paperwork. So this is what we got at Panera. The whole world. I got a cookie. See, look how much everything gets better when you realize that you can have food. I ordered this, but oh, whoa, that's a large piece of bread. And don't tell me not to eat food on bed. This isn't even my bed. But you know what? I eat food in bed all the time. Every day I get a bowl of cereal or porridge and I go back upstairs to bed. And me and Chewy have a lie-in while we Google ideas for things. I don't know why I'm mad at you. It's not your fault. It's Jesus' fault. Why have I 2 pieces of bread? That's too much bread. The whole idea of the curse, and it has many names. Fun names for women's period. We have Aunt Flo, the red moon rising, the crimson wave, the monthly moon. That sounds too heavenly. I don't like that one. Shark Week. That's actually quite good. Code Red, Lady in Red, visit from Mother Nature, time of the month. That's like the one they tell you when you're doing it in school and they bring you in. Ours was sponsored by, I'm going to tell all the men out there a secret. When we had the women who come in and talk to the girls about their monthly flow, it was the Tampax company. The Tampax company came in, sponsored, and told us about, I already knew because me and my mom have a good communication thing. But then also we were like, they gave us products. They gave us free products, which was nice. But then we came out with all these little wrapped up gifts of shiny like wrapping paper, which obviously was full of Tampax. And the boys had been off learning, I think, about, I don't know, gross things that teenage boys do. Nobody tell me, la la la. Yes, I'm very childish when I'm not feeling well. Cupcake week. Ah, that's nice. The monthly gift, actually fuck off. Off. The ruby tide, the moon time, the red plague, accurate. The red carpet, nature's reminder, and the scarlet spell, which makes it sound magical and mystical. It's not. It's not. I genuinely think that women should be allowed to have 3 obligatory days off a month. Don't get me wrong. There are some women who are like, so it's fine. It's just like, it's fine.
It doesn't even hurt. Don't even feel it.
I'm not one of those women. I get a bat. And you might say this is an overshare, but you know what? I'm actually an undersharer mostly. And I think we're all grown-ups here and we should be able to talk about this because it's like 50% of the world. That statistic isn't accurate, but it's like half the people who get it. And if we can't talk about it, that's not okay. And I say this knowing wholeheartedly that the majority of my viewership are men, but women, we have to talk about it, right? It's a normal, natural thing. Having said that, I don't like talking about people's bathroom habits, but I don't think it's the same thing. And something that makes me very, very, very angry is that ladies' sanitary things are put in right next to babies' diapers. It is not the same. They are not the same thing. Anyway, I've talked enough about that. I've got it out of my system. I don't think it's going to come back around. It actually does. I like her like this. Now we know why I'm sitting on bed eating. Because last time I had Panera, it was like delicious. Okay, I got the autumn squash soup, which looks quite fantastic. I do like butternut squash a lot, but butternut squash is very difficult to cook. if you've ever tried to, it's very hard. Butternut squash. I'm opening it very slowly because much as I like eating on bed, I don't like food on my bed. Oh, I say this knowing full well I'm a dropper. I didn't want chia seeds on top. I can't stand chia seeds. Chia seeds have to be the most ridiculous thing ever. And do you know what else? Skinny girls always have digestive issues. And I think that's from restriction. Currently, I'm a nice slimness. I won't be by the end of this trip. That's how America works. But skinny girls always have digestive issues, and a bunch of my girlfriends who are all skinny were talking about chia seeds recently and how they are chia seeds, or are they pumpkin seeds? Oh, maybe they're pumpkin seeds. Anyway, chia seeds are gross. They just make everything bitty and disgusting. Okay, let's try some of this butternut squash stuff. Oh, that's so nice. And I don't have a hot water bottle here in America, so this is perfect. So this is a blend of butternut squash and pumpkin. Two things that I wouldn't like sit there and eat a butternut squash or a pumpkin, but this is amazing. With honey, apple juice, cinnamon, and a hint of curry. Curry! Who'd have thunk? That is really delicious. Oh God, so good. Here, have some. There. Oh no, don't drop the, oh Diane. Oh. People were giving out to me because last time I got Panera, I didn't put the French baguette in the, it's a very big piece of bread, isn't it? And they gave me 2 of them. And I got a sandwich. Like, how much bread? Don't get me wrong, I could eat it. Could I? I don't know. But I was getting given out to last time because I didn't dip the baguette in the soup, so. It's nice bread, but it's not the most amazing bread I've ever had in my life. I used to think when I was a kid that if I ever went to prison, I'd be fine because I really like porridge and I really like bread and I could eat them forever. But I also was thinking of like a prison, like the Man in the Iron Mask got locked in, not like an actual prison, like a state penitentiary. Yeah, probably not gonna happen anytime soon. I mean, you never know. Blink and you're in the past. Oh, that soup is really good, you guys. I can taste the honey and the curry, and that's such a weird combo, but like, Okay, what else did I buy? Oh, it got Coke. I know, it's a strange thing to have. At what time of the evening is it? 11:30, but I want it. We also got, oh yes. So I really liked the mac and cheese last time, but this time I got mac and cheese and bacon. Because what makes everything better? Bacon.
What happened to being a vegetarian?
Oh, look at that. Oh, that looks nice. Do you know who'd like the bacon? Chewy. I wonder how chewy it is. That is so bad for me and it's just right. Do you know what I'm obsessed with at the moment? And I've always been, but I didn't know there was a whole Reddit page for it. Hypothetical situations. Does anybody else love hypothetical situations? Like, do this, or we'll shoot you in the face. Can I say that on YouTube? The reason I'm thinking about it is because I'll tell you now. I'll tell you why. Here's your hypothetical situation, right? You are offered $10 million to spend at least 31 days in a timeless house. How do you win? Here are the rules. The house has no windows, no clocks or timekeeping devices are allowed. No communication with the outside world is possible. No access to any external time references. All necessities, food, water, etc. are provided. The rules are, if you exit the house before 31 days have passed, you win nothing.
So you get nothing.
If you exit the house after 31 days have passed, you win $10 million. What do you do to ensure you have stayed long enough to claim the prize? There is a plot twist on this. Answer in the comments what you would do. Like, how would you keep track? There are some really smart ones. But a woman, so clever, was menstrual cycle as a starting point. Yeah, I didn't even think of that, I'll be totally honest with you. And then after that, some people said, I don't know how to say this in a nice way, but they basically said, like, depending upon how regular, oh, it's an awful word, isn't it? You could count that. And then some people just said, this sounds amazing, why would I want to leave the house? Which is true, because like we were talking about not wanting to be an adult, you wouldn't have to do tax or pay bills, I assume. And somebody else is taking care of your like food and you're fine, like. So I thought that was a great idea. I'm looking forward to reading your ideas. Oh, some men said your beard growing, and then some women said your leg hair growing. I'm just spoiling women for everyone today. It's the truth. You should know it. Some people said I would just wait till I got really tired of sleeping and do that 90 times to be safe. Interesting. Okay, really loving the mac and cheese. Really good. I'm feeling better already. Thank you for spending this time with me. Up next, we got... Shall we open it and we'll find out, shall we? Oh, it's just a Toastie. I've had a Toastie before. Oh, I remember what earlier Diane was thinking, that I could dip the Toastie in the bread, dip the Toastie in the soup. And that's another thing people don't talk about. When you are, I've gone back to it, haven't I? But when ladies are on their, hello, cringe. We're clumsier. We're clumsier. That is, and I'm clumsy anyway. And also our brains don't work as well, which, you know, probably levels the playing field a bit. All the men unsubscribe. I'm just joking. It's just jokes. Okay, Toastie in my butternut squash. Is it worth mentioning at this point I did drink 3 Guinnesses today? I'm not drunk. If anything, it helped because iron is good for you. It's very good. Would you like some? I used to give blood when I lived in Ireland, and then I got skin cancer and they wouldn't let me give it anymore. But when I used to give blood, they used to, not in my time, but back in the day when you gave blood, they gave you a pint of Guinness after you gave blood. So it actually is good for you. These days, they give you a packet of Tato crisps and a cupcake, which is good enough for me. And also, did you know in Europe, you cannot get paid to donate anything from your body? Isn't that interesting? But prostitution is legal in some places, so... Oh, this was a good idea. This is the best idea I ever had. I really love this soup. Don't like those seeds though. I am such a nice person to myself, earlier Diane. I don't know why I'm saying earlier Diane, like I waited a long time. The food literally came in 20 minutes. Oh, I remember this. Oh, I'm so good to me. This is a chocolate chip muffie. It's a chocolate chip muffin. Did you figure that out from the name? It's half chocolate chip, half muffin. And that is the best idea anybody has ever had in their life. Okay, let's break this in half. Oh, oh. It's like when you make cookies and they're too soft, but by design. And sometimes I did that on purpose. I'm just gonna go to bed now. I'm gonna go to bed now. After I stop recording, obviously. This was a great idea. I feel better. Thanks for joining me. Let me know if, I know this is an off-the-wall idea, but maybe I could do a video full of the hypothetical situations and we could talk about stuff. I don't know, I just think that sounds fun, but maybe I'm off the wall. I am. It's fine. I was gonna say something. I'm bleeding out my... No, I can't put that in. Editor Diane, I think we're gonna have to swap places a little bit today. So, shout out today to a couple of very cool people who make me feel good about myself.
Our first shout out today comes from Brian Ediger, and he wants to shout out all our furry loved ones for always being there for us in our time of emotional need. Brian says their unconditional love is really wonderful. And a special shout out to Velvet. Thank you so much, Brian. Our second shout out comes from Ricky Carey, and he wants to shout out all the firefighters and first responders from all around the country fighting the wildfires in California. Ricky says donations of food, drinks, clothing, coats, and pet food to help those in need would be greatly appreciated. He is sending his prayers to stay safe. Thank you so much, Ricky.
Sometimes you just need to vent. That's it for today. See you guys on the other side. Bye. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys.